Can I cook a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot? Can I cook a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot? Can I cook a proper cup of coffee in a coffee copper pot? Don't doubt the doorbell, but differ with the doorknob. Don't doubt the doorbell, but differ with the doorknob. Don't doubt the doorbell, but differ with the doorknob. 8 gray geese in a green field grazing. 8 gray geese in a green field grazing. 8 gray geese in a green field grazing. Fine white vinegar.
All right, we're about to begin.
Veal.
Due to past events, television broadcast has been changed to radio broadcast. That means they will not be able to see you. They're only going to be able to hear you. I don't know why they make me explain that. Keep in mind, the mics are going to be live the entire time. And I feel obligated to say that on national radio, there is no swearing. I'm looking at you, Cowboy Hat. We're going to be on a tight time schedule, so keep it short, simple, and to the point. Ms. Perkins, okay, we're going to begin in 5, 4, 3.
And now, the Channel 3 News Force presents the Great Mayoral Debate of 2033. And here's your host and moderator, Dolores Birkenstock.
Good evening. I'm Dolores Birkenstock of the Channel 3 News Force. Welcome to the 2033 Great Mayoral Debate between Councilman Preston Sylvain and park enthusiast H.L. Hughes. We will begin tonight with opening statements, followed by questions concerning the biggest issues facing our community. Each candidate will have 30 seconds for the opening statements and to answer each question. Councilman Sylvain, start us off.
Thank you, Ms. Birkenstock. I'd like to say that I am quite honored to be here and represent the great city of Vero Beach. Like many of you, I grew up here and take the concerns of our people very seriously. I have served on the city council for many years, and I think it's about time for us to bring back the magic that the city has lost in recent years at the hands of the fool and my soon-to-be predecessor, Mayor Nomi. His crimes against the city are unforgivable, and he should have been impeached long ago. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. I think I speak on behalf of the entire city when I say a cat with 3 legs has more political prowess than our current embezzler-in-chief. Mr. Hughes, your opening statement?
Thank you. My name's Huey Lewis Hughes.
And this is the news. Isn't that fun?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna build a park. Thank you.
Mr. Hughes, would you like to say anything else?
Oh, I'm sorry. If elected as mayor of Vero Beach, I will build a park. Thank you.
All right, then. Let's get right to the questions. Our first topic is taxes. Concerning the state of our economy, what do you think we should do about the current tax structure? Councilman Sylvain, 30 seconds.
Thank you. What I plan to do with the compounded inflation rate, which is up 3% from last year, is implement a voluntary compliance effort for our taxable income while withholding all tax credits, but promoting tax deductions. The bottom line is that we all get taxed in this city, and it ain't good. I propose a universal tax reform where everyone, regardless of gender, age, sex, species, rich, poor, or even in the middle, all get taxed the same amount. And if elected, I will do that.
And how much total tax revenue would that be exactly?
About 3%.
Right. Mr. Hughes, your answer?
Well, like I said before, I'm gonna build a park. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Hughes, that was your opening statement. This is a question about taxes. How are you going to handle the current taxation situation of this city?
Oh, okay. Well, first off, I want to make this park pretty fucking awesome.
Mr. Hughes, I must remind you that you cannot swear on national broadcast radio.
Sorry. I'm going to make this park freaking awesome. I'm going to take money from all these different places here.
Mr. Hughes, no one can see you. This is a radio broadcast.
Okay, picture this, right? So there's all these piles of cash lying around. So I'm going to take money from this pile. Then I'm going to take money from that pile. I'm going to take money from the furthest pile and bring it all together, and I'm going to build a park. Thank you.
All right. Next question. Global warming. What you gonna do about it? Mr. Hughes, 30 seconds.
Oh, buddy, all right. So I'm excited about this one. One thing that's really good for the environment is parks. They got all these trees, bushes, small bodies of water that emit all this oxygen in the world. That'll cure global warming. Thank you.
You really believe your park will solve the global warming crisis?
Sure, let's go with that.
Alrighty then. Mr. Sylvain, your answer.
Well, as you all know, global warming is a phenomenon, a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, the greenhouse effect that causes it, and there's increased levels of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and other bad pollutants. And if elected mayor, I would enact policies that would impose regulation reform on the manufacturing and transportation industries. And I would revise our plans in order to one day end the global warming issue. Thank you.
Right. Both of you have made some very interesting points so far, but there will be plenty more right after a few words from our sponsors. So stay tuned, folks.
Cigarette and cigarette, cigarette and cigarette, cigarette and cigarette. Hi, my name's Ernest, and if you need help figuring something out, then come on over and have a cigarette and figure it. Old Ernest can help you solve any problem. You ever had a puzzle in your brain that you can't quite figure out? Ever been stumped by some of life's greatest mysteries, like how they get mayonnaise in them little old packets? Then come sit in my garage and we can cigarette and figure it together. Also, I'm going on tour. To find a show near you, just go on the internets and search Google.com for Good Old Ernest Cigarette and Figure It Tour. Cigarette and Figure It.
Hey, you! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Have you ever just wanted to build a park? Then this commercial's not for you! Call the Soup Hotline at 1-800-666-6666!
From the visionary mastermind that brought you such horror classics as Hey, That's My Spaceship, and Hey, That's My Spaceship Too, Please Don't Touch That, and the critically acclaimed Talk to Me When You're Dead, comes a whole new take on terror. Shh! Captain's log, Captain John Pistachio speaking here. It's now day 3 of our journey, and I feel like we're getting close to a breakthrough. In this gripping new thriller, one crew must contend with the forces of darkness at the bottom of the sea. Mayday! Mayday! It's very dark down here at the bottom of the sea! This summer, Darky McSpinkle will push the very limits at the edge of the boundaries of horror and find that when you gaze long into the abyss sometimes looks at you back also. What was that? That's what I call scary. Darky McSpinkle presents Between Shallows and Shadows. This film has not yet been submitted to the Motion Picture Association of America for rating and review.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Great Mayoral Debate of 2033. I'm your host and moderator, Dolores Birkenstock. Let's get right back to the action. All right, gentlemen, our third question concerns the war. We all know the war. We've all heard the latest reports regarding the war, and the war in which we're discussing has sent very visible and identifiable shockwaves throughout our community. If elected, what will you do about the war? Mr. Sauvé, 30 seconds.
Yes! Okay, see, this is a topic that I'm very passionate about. I have studied the war, and I've been keeping up on everything. I think this topic is something that I can answer a question or two about. You know what's funny is that earlier I was saying something to my wife about how if there was a question about the war, then I've got it in the bag. I'm so glad you asked me this particular question, as I believe it will help me connect with my supporters and Americans as a whole.
Okay, Mr. Sauvé, your 30 seconds are up. Moving on to Mr.
Wait. No. 30 seconds is not up yet. I haven't even started.
Councilman Sauvé, your 30 seconds are up. We need to hear from Mr.
No, I prepared for this one. I literally know everything. Ask me any question.
Councilman Sauvé, your time is already up. We need to hear from candidate Hughes. Mr. Hughes?
Well, the opposite of war is peace. Where do you find peace? A park.
So, you're saying that this park is not only going to somehow fix our tax problem and reverse the effects of global warming, but now solve the war crisis as well? Where are you even going to put this park? Do you have any models, proof of concept?
Oh, right. So, picture this. Yeah?
Okay. For everyone listening to this radio broadcast, Mr. Hughes has just revealed a poorly hand-drawn picture of what I can only assume is a park.
Well, now you're just being rude. And quite frankly, I'm offended. Anyway, location will come up. All you have to do is have a little faith in the park.
You can't be serious. None
Mr.
of you can be.
Sauvé.
Are you actually considering this man for mayor? This is the third time that he has answered a question by talking about some park.
Mr. Sauvé, please calm down. This is a debate. Keep it professional.
I am being professional! So, what I was trying to say is that I am very passionate about the war, and I have studied this very subject.
Your time is up. Next question.
But
Mr. Sauvé, I will hold you in contempt with everything that is held sacred by the long-standing and completely necessary and in no way arbitrary nor trivial tradition of the Great Mayoral Debate and this radio station. I will not have my journalistic integrity be questioned.
bitch.
I will not let you ruin this for me. I will kill you straight up murder. All right, sorry, folks. On to our final question of the night, space migration. This is a pretty touchy subject for most of us, but let's hear what our candidates have to say. Mr. Hughes, what are your thoughts on space migration?
The fuck is space migration?
Mr. Hughes, you cannot swear on this program. I am not going to warn you again.
I'm sorry, but what the heck is space migration?
Currently, it is one of the most heatedly debated issues involving the mass transit of large alien populations between planets and the bridging of gaps in foreign space relations.
I have no idea what you just said. Look, Miss Birkenstock, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just came down here to this here radio station, throwing my hat in the race for governor.
Mayor.
Yeah, mayor, that's what I said. Now, I may be a simple man, but I've been trying to answer these questions as best I can. The truth is, all I want to do is build a park. You talk about taxes. I say admission fees. You ask about global warming. I say that's a nice day at the park. War is dumb. Just build more parks. Space migration? Space park. Boom! Space park.
What about you, war boy?
Right. I'm very passionate about the war, and I've studied the subject extensively. Space migration. Space migration, yes. Yes. What about space migration? Ms. Birkenstock, I don't really have any comments about it. It could be good, or it could be bad. I don't really care. It's not a big deal.
So, you're saying you don't have a stance on this highly sensitive issue?
Nope.
Nothing?
Not on my radar. No hens looking to roost. Zilch. Nada. Check the brakes! Nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Just go to commercial.
TP soda! Hey kid, do you want some energy?
Yeah?
Have some TP soda! TP soda! TP soda!
Disclaimer, TB soda is not responsible for any of the following side effects: headaches, nausea, dizziness, irregular bowel movement, thoughts of suicide, excessive armpit hair, early onset genital reduction, the condition known as front butt, Gamergate, hallucinations of Richard Nixon riding a pink fluffy rabbit anteater, an addiction to repetition, dragon's breath, an addiction to repetition, a tendency for anti-vaxxing, SoundCloud rapperitis, erectile dysfunction, and
Extreme awesomeness! TP soda!
Throughout the ages, man has waged war in pursuit of resource, land, power, and glory. World of the Wars is the new 8-disc documentary series that uncovers the histories and mysteries behind each major world conflict with stunning accuracy and attention to detail. If you are an avid war aficionado, you can get this amazing series for the low price of Psych! Nerd! Call Soup Hotline at 1-800-666-6666!
Beep boop bop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. Boop beep bop bop boop.
RobertAllenDating.com.
Does this sound familiar? Ooh, yeah! What about this? Tired of opening the chocolate factory only to find that the Oompa Loompas don't slide with ease? Then try Dungmeyer's Fastlax. Due to the recent advancements in excremental science, Dungmeyer's Fastlax can help alleviate those pesky bowel stoppages better than the leading brand. But don't take it from us. Listen to these testimonials from some of our editors.
You have to read the rest of the commercial.
You can't be serious.
You have to do the voices as well.
I had a bad case of the oohs and the ahs, and it really put me in a rough spot. I would sit and sit, but nothing would come out. But then I heard about Dungmeyer's Fastlax, and after only 16 short days, I went from Defecant to Defecan. Thanks, Dungmeyer. I can now do my business as I please. I remember when I first used Dungmeyer's Fastlax. I'd lost my job, my car broke down, my wife took the kids and left, and I developed a crippling addiction to repetition. But after taking Dungmeyer's Fastlax, I was off my ass and back on my feet in no time. Thanks, Dungmeyer. Hi, I'm Naomi. As most of you know, I have a terrible hemorrhoid problem. So naturally, when I get constipated, My ass starts to hurt real bad. I don't know if any of you people ever had this problem, but let me tell ya, it's a doozy. I could go on, but that's not what they're paying me for. Dungmeyer's Fast Lax. Your mayor uses it, and now it's a law. Dungmeyer's Fast Lax, sponsored by Cars That Go Round. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the exhilarating conclusion of the Great Mayoral Debate of 2033. Now our candidates will give their closing arguments. Hughes.
If elected as mayor, I will build a park. Thank you.
Councilman.
I think this is a no-brainer. This guy is an idiot.
Hey.
How are you seriously going to consider electing someone whose only concern is a selfish fantasy about some park instead of the interests of the people? I mean, I have proven myself to this community time and time again. I mean, my experience and dedication speak for themselves. I mean, I'll work twice as hard and do twice as much as he could ever do. Hell, I will even build 2 parks if that's what you want.
All right, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's gonna build 2 parks. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Why did I think of that?
Thank you, City of Vero Beach, and good night.
Well, there you have it, folks. The Great Mayoral Debate of 2033. We have heard the views of our 2 candidates here today, however skewed they may be. We from the Channel 3 News Force urge everyone to go out and vote this election day. This is very important for our city. Thank you for tuning into our program. As always, I'm Dolores Birkenstock, signing off. Cut the feed. All right, Tweedledee and Tweedletopay, listen the fuck up. I am sick and tired of the state our political world is in. Not only do we get 2 dick creeks for candidates who can't even tie their own shoelaces, but we also have to listen to their crap-smeared butt pudding called opinions. Worse still, you 2 suck monkeys are the only options we have to choose from, thanks to a vice-like stranglehold of modern politics. It's all buddy-buddy bull honky. You're either batting for one team or catching for the other. Huh? Do you really think that meager little Harvard law degree that your parents paid for automatically qualifies you to sit here and moronify us with your mouth diarrhea while you bumble and blunder your way through these topics without even knowing the first thing about politics? You come in here with your phony politouche haircut, your pressed black rental suit, and your overly cliche red clip-on, and your fucking flashcards! Pretending like you've got more cells trying to function in that little brain of yours than the amount it took Mayor Nomi to overdraw state funding and alternative energy, always smiling like you're trying to cover up the fact that you just spilled a rather sizable ladling of sewage in your underpants, spouting off cookie-cutter garbage like, I know an awful lot about the war, and tax is super simple when you're just a bland plug-in robot with no plug-in substance. And you... fuck your park. 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 Fuck your park! 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 Fuck your park!
Fuck your park. 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 Fuck your fucking park. Fuck.
JMJ, 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 23rd of May. Cool Huey Lewis running for the name. Sylvester right behind with war on his brain. The lovely moderator trying to keep it cool. Oh, 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 oh. Build a park, build it tall, out in space, let's see where the ceilings fall. Scary taxman is coming for you, I'll make you pay no matter what you do. Say one thing, but you mean a different soul. It's hard to tell when you're reading a report. Fuck your park, fuck you all. Our current state spirals to our downfall. GMD, 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 2033.